Thank you. Well, we have seen the use of artificial intelligence skyrocket recently. Patrick Hunt is here to talk a little bit about AI this morning. You work with Lirio, a tech company here. And Patrick, the Knox County Library is also hosting kind of a series of sessions to talk about and dig into AI, the history of it, where it's headed, some concerns maybe, the benefits. There's a lot to dig into. So maybe we can start a little bit just by telling us about these sessions at the public library and how people can get involved there.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me here today. I'm excited to talk about it. There's a 4-part Lunch and Learn series. We started last Thursday at noon at the Knox County History Center, the Knoxville History Center downtown. It will continue this Thursday and through Thursdays in May. We kicked off talking about a brief overview, a working definition of AI and the history of AI. But when we opened it up for questions and answers, everyone wanted to get right to the scary stuff. And everything we've been hearing lately about what to be concerned about, what should we do about the coming advancements in artificial intelligence?
Okay, so maybe let's dig into that a little bit. First of all, tell us your overall thoughts on artificial intelligence. Let's dig into maybe the advantages, but also the risks that could come with it.
Absolutely. So artificial intelligence is really a transformational technology. I mean, research has been going on since the 40s or 50s in AI, and it can dramatically change the way we live, work, and play in all aspects of our lives. One of the ways that Lirio uses it, for example, is to hyper-personalize digital communications to motivate people to take better action for health when they otherwise would not do so. So we're working with Covenant Health in Knoxville, for example, on mammographies and getting women to get mammographies when they otherwise would not do so. Very, very powerful option. So that's one very narrow use case that we apply. But artificial intelligence can be applied very, very broadly. So if you ever go to Google Images to search for something, by the way, that's AI. It's used to do pattern matching and understanding the difference between a cat and a dog, for example. It's a form of artificial intelligence. So it's being used dramatically. And what has happened recently are really two things. Last year, the advancement of solutions like Midjourney, which allows you to create imagery out of prompts, text prompts, internet text prompts. Say, create me an image of downtown Knoxville in a dystopian style, for example. Or later in the year, the release of ChatGPT, which is the most popular of the large language models, which generate text from your prompts. And so that's what's really accelerated the interest in the advancement of AI in the last year.
And interestingly enough, I mean, you're hosting these sessions. You said you actually went to AI in order to help you kind of formulate the outline for your speeches.
Yeah, it got very meta on me. So I used ChatGPT and 3 other generative AI solutions to generate outlines and scripts for the presentations. I compared the results using an AI solution that allows you to compare documents and edit them. And then I took the result and I reviewed it, and then I created my own presentation out of that input. So I think of the current versions of things like ChatGPT as a research assistant or a writing assistant. And so you're in the business of telling stories. Anybody who tells stories needs to be really concerned about or paying attention to AI and generative AI in particular, like ChatGPT, because it will change your work. It will change anyone's work who's in the business of writing, storytelling, research, legal assistance, these types of things. It's going to be dramatic. Yeah.
And we are running out of time. I do just want to ask you this. I think I have to ask you this. Is there cause for concern? Will this eventually turn into killer robots who will manipulate us into doing stuff we don't want to do? I mean, is that a valid concern to have?
It's very much a valid concern, and we need to have the conversation. And I think that's starting to happen today. There was an open letter to pause AI development that has its issues, but there are lots of people paying attention to that. The White House recently convened a summit on AI, and so we need to continue to have these conversations and make sure we understand the implications and put proper safeguards in place.
Okay, Patrick, thank you so much for being with us. If you're interested in this conversation, if you're interested in learning more about AI, please check out his sessions. They're currently going on at the Knox County Public Library, and we'll have more information about that online as well. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right.